It is a hot day in Texas. I'm in Mansfield, which is south between Fort Worth and Dallas. It's hot. It's 92, 93 degrees, and it's humid. And I'm leaving the area tomorrow, so I'm out of groceries. And I came to Mansfield to get lunch and then get you some ice cream. Hold on one second. Here we go. Get you some ice cream. Is in this building. So it's right off of Broad Street, which is pretty busy. Get you some ice cream. Now, I was at their other location not far from here, but on the other end of town, and it was pretty good. It was prepackaged, so I don't know if that's going to be the same here, but clearly it's good, so it's worth coming back. Being in the shade is so much better. So I'm going to go inside. I don't know what I'm going to get into, but I know the ice cream's going to be good. So I will see you inside. Wow. This is amazing. Actually got the display case. Wow. Peanut butter. Cookies and cream looks good. Caramel brookie batter. Wow. Peach cobbler. Wow. These look really good. This is a cute place. Get you some low seating outside. Okie dokie. So I got caramel brookie batter and then just plain old vanilla. I tried the caramel brookie and it's amazing. It's on the bottom, as you can see, and then just plain old vanilla on top, because what better way to gauge a place with, you know, just a plain Jane flavor. Also, a friend of mine loves vanilla, so she'd be happy. So I didn't try the vanilla, but I'm sure it's good, considering I've had some of the other flavors already. Yeah, that's really good. And there's a good consistency to it. It's pretty thick. I think more like a vanilla bean. Wow. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So I think I want to eat that one first in its entirety, and then get in on that caramel brookie. So wow. This has a good flavor that lingers a little bit. So definitely a good amount of fat in it. So it's not super watered down like some ice cream is. Wow. I'm still working on the vanilla. Only a little bit left. It was really good. caramel brookie is starting to get into it though. And so I'm at odds with something to talk about because I did a video at the other place and I think I want to combine them because that video was a really good one. At least the clarity was good on that one. This location here I prefer better over their other location. So I think I'm going to do a hybrid. Ice cream here, coaching there. Okay, I'm at the other flavor. Doesn't that look good? Caramel brookie batter. Look how delicious. Okay. I sampled this one. It's really good. And it already started to melt a little bit. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So anyway, I like this location better because it's an actual store building. With more than 2 places to sit, and they hand dip the ice cream here. The other place is prepackaged. It was amazing. It was good. I liked here better. So if I live a 2-minute walk from the other place, I probably would go more often. This is so good. So anyway, a little bit of a teaser. I want to get my clarity in this latter part of this video, or coaching, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to finish this. It's really good. Get you some ice cream if you're in Mansfield, Texas. Stay tuned for the next part. I'm going to share a little story. So I went out last night, and this will lead to clarity. So I went out, I was going to meet somebody who I never met before, and we agreed to meet at this karaoke bar in Dallas. And I went in, we were meeting at 9 o'clock. So I went in, and 9 o'clock, before 9, I thought I saw her parked outside, but I wasn't sure. And I didn't want to, like, the way I was walking past the vehicle, I didn't want to like peer into the window at 9 o'clock at night. So I went in, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and then it's, I don't know, 20 after 9, and she doesn't come in. So I start thinking, oh, maybe that wasn't her. What's going on? So I leave, I go outside, and I had a text message from her that she was en route, but that was it. So instead of texting, I just called, and she answered, hey, are you okay? because it's after 9, and she said, I texted you to let you know that I was here, but the message didn't say delivered, so I just assumed you blocked me, and I got ghosted, and I called my girlfriend, and, you know, told her what happened, and then I went home. I said, oh, okay. So you were in the parking lot? Yeah. Did you walk inside? Well, no. I didn't want to walk in there by myself. She would have walked in anyway. What I said? Well, I was in there. You know, I was there a couple minutes before 9 o'clock. So that had to have been her. That I saw. It's just I never got the text message. So instead of, she was there. She could have walked 30 seconds and went inside and, you know, saw me, and then we could have had a great evening. But instead she went home. So what that brings up for me, it's melting. Oh wow. This is really good. Really, really good. What did I get again? Banana peanut butter sundae. Banana peanut butter sundae. Anyway, so what that brings up for me is like where in your life, I didn't say this to her, but this is a good reflective question. Where in our lives do we use convenience to, like, talk ourselves out of just taking a small action, or, you know, using these things to hide, to use it as an excuse? She was there, but it showed as not delivered. She has an iPhone, I have an Android. That's a whole nother discussion. So instead of going in to verify, minimal effort. She had already driven 15 minutes there. Minimal effort to go inside and verify. Instead, the story was, oh, I got ghosted. So wow. It's really creamy now that it's melting. So what's something that you do that you put in all kinds of effort, and then right before you complete, it's some and then you just let it go? Or 20 years ago, well, maybe 25 years ago, would this even have been a thing? Because where do we build all these safety nets to like remove ourselves from the experience of living? I can't go to this place because my GPS isn't working, so I don't know how to get there. I can't walk inside because I sent a message and it showed as not delivered. I texted them 3 hours ago and they never got back to me, so now I'm mad. You could pick up the phone and call. You could drive down the road and knock on their door. You know, if it's a friend that lives in the same town. Go to the store and buy a map and figure out how to get there. There's always a way. So if you're committed to, I guess this leads back to commitment a little bit. If you're committed to the outcome, you'll see it through. If you're just like loosely interested in it, then you'll put up with some inconveniences to a point. And if you're just about it, the first bump or two, you'll give up. That's a fresh story that happened to me yesterday. And it didn't bother me. That's not the good word. I just found it interesting that she went all that way to them use an indicator on a text message to say no, and then made up this story about it, had time to call a friend to complain about it, even though it wasn't true. So where do we maybe have these stories just beneath the surface, and then any reason that comes up, we immediately default to that story, even though it's not true. And a lot of times I'm talking with people, and they, well, he said this, she said that, this is what happened, and well, you know what they're thinking. All assumptions. So, 2 questions to ask when that stuff comes up. 1, is it true? I'm gonna put ice cream up here. Is it true? Is it true that he thinks that? Is it true that she said that? You know, whatever the story is. Is it true? Okay. It isn't true. Fine. Yeah, that's true. Okay. So the second question to ask is, how do you know it's true? Sit with that one for a little bit. How do you know it's true? Because is it true? You might say yes or no, because you'll realize it's an assumption. And if that doesn't get you, then the second question of how do you know it's true? It's an assumption. Now, yeah, yum. Unless it's, something that's completely obvious. Well, Nexus loves ice cream. Is that true? Yes. How do I know it's true? Look at all these videos and all these wows. So, there's a lot of evidence to support that. So just sit with that.